major clouds.
Hi guys, welcome. This is a stream for who is this stream for? Well, it's really for my Wheats bros, my Wheats fan. It is for my Wheats guys. I'm already a little high, to be entirely honest. We are, Julian! We are, sir. Welcome, and welcome, Julian. I started off with a little bit of my new favorite vape niche, Steezy. I got a Steezy pot in here. Well, welcome, Brad. That's so kind of you to say. I appreciate that, Brandy McGrath. How are you doing? And so I've got my Steezy pod. This is the SFVOG. This is where you get your blunt, Julian. This is where you get your blunt and join along. But here's what we're going to be enjoying today, guys. We are going to be enjoying the wonderful and incredible 420 Brownie from Venice Cookie Co. Not our traditional Korova black bar. We're going to do something a little different. I found another 1,000 milligram edible. So why are we doing this? And I'm sure I'll be elaborating on this as well later. But for now, I'll go ahead and explain. I'm about to take a tolerance break, a lengthy tolerance break, in fact. A tolerance break of something like probably 2 months. And it's not an absolute tolerance break. I am going to be still enjoying edibles when I go see movies, and I see movies all the time. I love movies. If you watch my reviews, you definitely know that because I'm often talking about I just got out of a movie. So I'm going to be taking a 2-month tolerance break, possibly longer. And Julian, yes, you should. Wait, no, Julian, you're not 18. You can't. I mean, I can't tell you what to do, but you know. Oh, thanks, Roxy R. I have done 500 milligram edibles before, and they are very potent, even for me, who's done a lot of edibles. Oh, nice. How you feeling, Brandy? Is it everything feeling nice and pleasant? I am hoping. But yes, so I'm taking a nice long tolerance break. But guys, do not worry. Oh yeah, I'll be active on Discord. And Julian, I'm not stopping Twitch. I'm gonna still be on Twitch and all that fun stuff. Don't worry about that. I'm still gonna be streaming games. I'm just taking a tolerance break for weed. But don't worry, guys, because the reviews are still gonna be coming out just as frequently as they have been. I just finished editing and uploading and tagging and commenting on roughly 25 videos. So there are going to be plenty of reviews coming out still while the tolerance break is going down. But a tolerance break is coming. And Brandon Duncan Jr. asked, do I ever do strain reviews? And the answer is, I actually do not do strain reviews. I have no problems with strain reviews. The only real reason I don't, Brandon, well, I guess there are a couple of reasons. One is I'm not that good at differentiating between strains. I don't, to me, largely getting high is getting high. I can sometimes tell the difference between indica and sativa. I sometimes get that more energized or more relaxed feeling from weed. That does happen on occasion. But when it comes to like very specific feelings and moods and all that stuff that people get from strains, that doesn't happen to me. And I would just, if I were to review strains, I'd be like, yeah, this one gets me high. This one gets me high. This one doesn't get me as high. So that's why I don't really do the strain reviews as much as I probably should. And also, I don't really smoke as much as you might imagine. I do a little bit of vaping. I've got a volcano when I do use like actual bud, But mostly I do stick to edibles and now cartridges for cartridge reviews. But I'm just not the best when it comes to differentiating between strains. And there are a lot of people out there doing it already, so it's a pretty crowded market. The reason I chose edibles is one, well, thanks, Roxy. I really appreciate that. I really, really do. So the reason I do edibles is, or review edibles, is for a variety of reasons as well. I love edibles. I think they're the best way to medicate. And two, there was nobody at the time really reviewing edibles on YouTube or anywhere for that matter. Or, I mean, there were a couple of reviews here and there for sure. But I loved them so much and was buying them all the time. And I liked trying new brands and flavors and different ones and things. And I kept getting fucking ripped off. I kept having, you know, what were obviously bullshit dud edibles out there. You know, I was just throwing money away at them. So I was figured, well, if I'm going to be throwing money away, I should at least help other people prevent from throwing their money away on these garbage things. So that's why I started the Wheats channel, is just to help people find which ones work, which ones don't, which ones taste good, which ones don't, yada, yada, yada. So on and so forth. But yes, so big tolerance break coming up. And it's been a little bit since I had a tolerance break. My last like official tolerance break would have been sometime probably around Christmas when I had stopped. So this is a big one. And we're 7 minutes in, guys, and I haven't even taken a bite of this brownie yet. We got to get to it. We got some getting high to get done. So let's get right to the let's get to the brownie. Let's get to the brownie here. Let's get to the brown town. Oh no, Jillian! Just use your stove, man. That's actually a terrible idea, and you should not do that. I didn't even suggest that. Well, let's get some music going up in here too. Let's do some song requests. Let's get some jams going. Get the jams going, and then I'll get the edibles started. First, I need my tunages. Oh, and a Steezy. Ah, that's so nice. Guys, Steezy is the real deal. Of course, Julian. You can just do it in you can do it in chat. You just type out SR, or you type out exclamation SR space, and then you just put in the YouTube link. Let me show you. I'll put in a request right now, and then you can do the same thing with whatever you want to request. Oh, I have to play the music first. There we go. Let's put some headphones on. That's going to make this even easier for everyone. So that way you don't hear it through my speakers and... You like a little kid. Oh, great. Oh, you guys are making song requests? Is that what you're doing out there? Sorry, I have to get my sound changed over. You have to be on Twitch to make song requests, guys, and then you can make song requests yourself. So if you want to come on over to Twitch, there we go. Stairway to Heaven. Ooh, a long one. Okay, guys, so if you want to make song requests, I would love for you to make some song requests. Just come on over to Twitch. That's where a lot of this other conversation is going down. And just type in exclamation mark SR and then just space and a YouTube link. Pretty good bot. Pretty good bot. What is Twitch? Asks Roxy R. Twitch is another video streaming service. More used for video games than other things, but it is growing in terms of IRL. Yes, I've got an ultra wide, and then maybe it's time for another studio tour. That's a 1440p ultra wide over there and a shitty 1080p monitor and Cheez-Its. Oh god, yes. And the Cheez-Its. I'm gonna need these, man. I'm gonna need these to, Shit, I haven't even eaten this brownie yet. This music. This music, guys. Oh. Phoebe Bridgers. Hey, John Woods, how you doing, man? Welcome to this chat. Glad you could join us. We're just about to get to the brownie. So what we've got here for our 1,000 milligram brownie is the 420 brownie by the VCC brands, which coincidentally, totally coincidentally, I just released a review from them today. The 420 bar, just as a complete coincidence, just dropped today. So you can check that out. I really liked it. Oh, you can't hear the music. Well, that's some... Oh, I know why. Here you go. Well, that just means I'll just have to replay it. Shucks. Shucks. Okay, so VCC Brands, Venice Cookie Company is the name. They also make cannabis quenchers, which I've reviewed a shit ton of, and I like those a lot as well. So pretty good brand. I've never tried any of those. Get to it, Julian. I've never tried any of their more potent edibles. What the fuck? Oh, my computer just shut the bed for a second. Oh no! Media resourcing decoding error. What is going on with you, Twitch? Okay, I think it's back. Alright, so this is the cookies and cream 1,000 milligram brownie. Let's do another steezy here. Ah, delicious. And let's cue up one more song. I know we got Stairway to Heaven coming up. But let's get a little... Ooh, who do I want? What do I want? There's so many good choices right now. I need something a little bit... a little war on drugs. Hey, Demon Ninja, how are you? And 86. Best year of all time, as we both know. 86, man. What a year. Everybody knows that 86 is the best year in the history of all the years. It's the year the Challenger exploded. It's the year... it was a midterm election year. It was the year I was born. I'm doing great, Demon X Ninja 86. I'm just about to get into the brownie on our wheat plate here. Here we go. So first bite of the brownie. I assume it's going to be terrible at 1,000 milligrams. It can't taste good, but we'll find out. Down the hatch. Oh, it does not taste good. Oh. Ooh. So fudgy. Woo. David Bass says this brownie would go great with a Surviving Mars game. The PC game Surviving Mars? I have not played it yet. Woo! That does not taste good. Although, it is actually not as bad tasting as the Karoba Black Bar. So, there's that. I like that. But it doesn't taste good. Oh my god, and I just cannot. This song. give me more of this. Oh, I didn't even know it was on console. I might have to give it a shot because it sounds pretty great. I know. Oh, I put Newt. Sorry, my dogs are being assholes right now, as they are wont to do often. Don't ever have dogs, guys. Dogs are the worst. I mean, I love my dogs, and I think they're the best. But man, do they suck. Let me see if I can. Nudie, chill, girl. Well, here we go with the stairway. I'll see you guys in 15 minutes. Here, Newt. This is my boy Squid. He's a border collie. He's dumb, as most border collies are. They're not known for being smart dogs. He's a good boy, though. He tries. Do you try, boy? Say hi. Squiddy, say hi. So that's Squid. Nart! Newt, come here, girl. Well, I don't know where Newt is. Did you not find it, Julian? No lighter still? Pets are great. Pets are the best, and dogs are the best thing in the world. Who doesn't love dogs? I mean, I don't trust you if you don't love dogs, unless you were bitten by something like a dog as a child or something. Then, if you have like a traumatic experience, that's fine. But if you're a normal, I didn't mean to say if you had a traumatic experience, you're not normal. If you had a normal life and you hate dogs, I think I would inherently distrust you. Because how can you hate dogs? All right, Julian, that will work too. Did you sell your tea leaf joints to your friends, by the way? So, Demon, you're a cat guy, eh? I love cats. I don't have any cats. I love cats. More of a dog guy, but I still love cats. Ugh. 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 Roxy, do you have any dogs yourself? Man, that tastes terrible. I gotta play Release. What's Release? Join in on Twitch, Nia. You can come in on Twitch and make some song requests. Or, if you just want to, I can do the dirty work for you. I can do the legwork. Nia, if you just want to post the link in chat, I can copy it into my little bot and play it for you. But for now, we're going to listen to Stairway to Heaven, not Stairways to Heaven, because there's only one path to heaven. There aren't multiple paths to heaven. Oh, Carson! Welcome, Carson. I don't think you want to do a tolerance break as long as I'm going, Carson. Hey, Stray, welcome. Welcome to the chat, man. Hello there yourself. And guys, we're also on Twitch, as always, and that's where you can make your song requests. That's where you can do all that fun stuff is on Twitch. But I love you on YouTube as well. Squiddy, you got chill, bud. I'm streaming, boy. Dogs. They don't understand that you're streaming. This stream, by the way, is brought to you by Cheez-Its Pepper Jack. Cheez-Its, the #1 baked cheese snack. Yeah, Carson, it's going to be a 2-monther with a few breaks from movies in between. Let's talk about Cheez-Its for a second. Cheez-Its are the best baked snack cracker. There is no disputing that. I'm eating half of the VCC, Venice Cookie Company brand's 420 brownie. But guys, I mean, there is no disputing about Cheez-Its. I was being facetious, Carson. I don't think Cheez-It wants some dumbass stoner out there, you know, repping their brand for them. The one thing I can always promise you with wheats, and this is the one thing I'll always be able to promise you from now until the end of time, is that wheats will always be a money-losing endeavor. We don't monetize. We don't put up any ads. I don't sell shit. I don't ask for shit. It's a public service. If it's something I could ever turn into a career, I would love to. Public service, how fucking pretentious is that, you stupid dick? God, I suck. It's not a public service. I'm doing it because I like to do it. I like doing it a lot. But it is not something that I'm looking to get rich from. Not at all. Oh, a Lab Schnauzer mix. Oh, nice, Roxy. I bet that's an adorable dog. I bet that is an adorable dog. And welcome, Pixel Hoppers. And Julian, sure, we can play a game in voice chat on Thursday. Oh, wait, no, I can't, Julian. Or maybe I can. It depends. I'm going to go see the Avengers on Thursday, opening night. So I won't be streaming on Thursday as normal because I'll be seeing the Avengers, which I'm super excited about. Well, you're welcome, Carson. And Pixel Hoppers, welcome to the chat, man. Glad you could join us. Cheez-It. God, I love you. Guitar solo time! Oh, Nart's here! Beauty, come here. Down there. Dude. You're fine, girl. Beauty! What? She's like, I think she's in trouble. Hey, girl. I don't know. Oh, my advertisement's been clipped. This stream, by the way, is brought to you by Cheez-Its Pepper Jack. Cheez-Its, the #1 baked cheese. Yeah, Carson, it's gonna be a 2-monther. Woo, that was pretty good. I like that. It made me giggle. That made me giggle. Well, thank you. Oh, some MGMT? I'll add it to the queue. Let's add it to the queue. Oh, well, thank you so much, Law Dog. I really appreciate that. And welcome, Law Dog. Yeah, you nailed that one, Julian. You nailed that one. Yeah. So I really appreciate the follow, Law Dog. Great name, too. Okay, so, wait, where is my Nightbot? That's not what should be next. I put up a new song, dog. Sorry, I'm gonna get your song going. Just 1 second. Here you go, Nia. This one's for you. We all know this song. Hey, Carlos! What's up, Carlos? Glad you could finally join in for one of these streams, my brother. I am, oh boy. Let's see. I would say I am rocking about a 7 right now. Feeling pretty good. Starving. Why don't you, yes, this is a wonderful song. MGMT's pretty great. I mean, their first album is pretty great. Carlos, why don't you go get something to eat? Or, even better, make yourself something to eat. What are you feeling, by the way? What is your stomach growling telling you? Is it saying, I'm feeling pizza? Is it saying, I'm feeling paella, or is it saying and saying, am I feeling turducken? Or spanakopita, however you say that. No water? What happened? That sucks. Electric feel. Alright, I need a new song to make up on the YouTube requests here after this one gets finished. Let's put in, oh man, I need a good one. Something with a good feel. I had the War on Drugs, Red Eyes. That sucks, man. No water is a terrifying thing. I mean, obviously, most people don't realize how important plumbing is, or modern indoor plumbing is. What an absolute, I mean, it's something that you so take for granted. I mean, there's so many things in your house that actually, function, require off of water. If you don't have it, it's mind-boggling. All right, Julian, I'm waiting for you to try something. Give me some more on drugs after this. Baby girl. Oh, eat! Yes, that's the point of this. All right, guys. Thank you for the reminder, John Woods. How is the water in Chile, by the way? Do you guys have decent water? I mean, our public water, municipal water here is, it's fine. Well, unless you live in Flint, Michigan, then it's filled with lead. But it doesn't taste good or anything. All right, here we go. Another bite of this fudgy, nasty masterpiece. Ugh. Well, you can thank Nia for that one, Carson. Los Angeles County tap water is pretty bad, too. Gotcha. Carlos, to be entirely honest, my knowledge of Chile as a country, my knowledge of its history, my knowledge of its geography, my knowledge of its culture, my knowledge of its really a lot of things is pretty limited, which is really sad. I mean, Chile, the little bit of history I do know about the country is incredibly fascinating. It's interesting. I mean, the whole South America is just a fascinating, interesting, weird place where a lot of crazy experiments happen and a lot of interesting theories and a lot of things are being implemented in different ways. And South America gets a short shrift in the global conversation. I mean, it's all about Asia right now, but there are a lot of really fascinating, interesting things happening in South America. There are a lot of tragic and scary things happening in South America right now, but when has that not been true, I guess? Oh, Nox Tony, what is up? Yes, that's so true, Carlos. Water shouldn't taste like anything. Water should taste like nothing. Julian, what happened? Oh, you got yours. Okay, cool. Ooh, you finished the mat up. My opinion on stray earthers? Asked Stray. Oh, you're gonna play it now. Okay, share it, yes. Stray asked what my opinions on flat earthers are. Is there an opinion to have other than they're loons? I mean, they're crazy. They're nuts. I mean, there's just it's an altogether different level of cognitive dissonance. I mean, it's almost a pathological cognitive dissonance. It's a pathological refusal of accepting of just basic evidence. It's a warped worldview. It's unhealthy to be a flat earther. I mean, the amount of evidence and science and reason and logic you have to just reject, and and how much bullshit you have to swallow is it's unfathomable. I mean, you have to be not neurologically sound to believe it. I mean, I don't want to sound insulting to people who are flat earthers because, I mean, and especially if they are mentally ill, if that's what's driving. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying, but to have that level of, again, that level of just refusal to accept what is inherently true is, I don't know. Well, thank you, David Bass. Is it David Bass or is it David Bass? Yes, and they are silly. Central America. Well, welcome from, let's see, Mexico? Roxy, are you from Mexico? If you consider Mexico Central America. Some people, well, that's still North America. But some people consider Mexico Central America. And some people consider, like, yeah, I can kill Nightbot. You want me to just end Nightbot and bring it back, Tony? Nice, David. Glad to hear it, my friend. Oh, this war on drugs. It always gets me going, man. Love me some war on drugs. How appropriate for this stream. What were we talking about? Flat earthers? Or something? Why? Oh. I got you, Tony. When doing prodigious amounts of THC, one loses the ability to detect irony, sarcasm, a lot of different things. Also, I'm just not a... Oh, Tony, what does that emote mean? I guess I can't even tell what it is. Is that a... Flat Omega Earth? Alright. Ooh, here's a fun thing. What is everybody's conspiracy theory that they actually believe? What is the conspiracy theory? Post it in chat and let's talk about it. Everybody give me your conspiracy theory that you actually believe. I'm trying to think of one that I might be fall. I know there must be one. Yes, you're right, Roxy. I don't know what I was thinking. El Salvador. Oh. I'm trying to think how many Central American countries I can name off the top of my head. Guatemala, Nicaragua, El Salvador, Panama, Costa Rica, Nicaragua. I'm just out here trying to eat. I know snakes. Oh, okay. So I walk around and just here, Roxy. I've been broken since a teen, but my heart grows when it bleeds. I used to want to be famous. Lately, I just want to be me. My friends tell me I'ma make it, but I don't think that's something they believe. She said, "Tell me about your dreams." Carson asks, "Why such a long tolerance break?" My nightmares gave me asthma. Great question. 1 second here. Looking back at me, I need a blunt and an Advil. I need a Wraith, not a Camry. You know I grew up broke, ain't had shit, so my worst fear is dying in debt. She said, "What's wrong, baby? Come back to bed. I'm trying to get these thoughts out of my head. Please do not ask why my eyes are red." That music sounds like a marijuana dispensary. So why such a long tolerance break? Sometimes I just need to take a tolerance break, a lengthy one, just to get my head back on right. I just find that it refreshes me and it gets me reinvigorated to do the work, to do these reviews. I get burnt out on them after a while. I get burnt out on being really high after a while. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love it, and I do it medically as well as recreationally. There are medical reasons I do weed, and that's the hardest part about giving it up. But really, it just helps me. It gets me refocused, reinvigorated in doing wheats and helping people out and all that stuff. So this time I decided to take a really long one so I can sort of stand back, reassess Wheats, see what we want to do with it, especially because we'll be coming back like a month after, or I'll be ending my tolerance break right around when the new laws go into effect. So help me to just get everything on. And just to let you guys know, again, I mentioned this at the beginning, the reviews are going to continue. The reviews aren't going anywhere. They're going to be they're actually going to be more reviews while I'm on a tolerance break than when I wasn't on a tolerance break. I'm going to have 3 reviews coming out a week for the next, until sometime in July. I've been working my ass off recently, getting all that shit edited and tagged and uploaded and blah, 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 blah. But, so the reviews are going to keep coming. Let's go back to where we are in the chat. Hello, whoever posted all of the, I don't know what Asian language that is, but all of those kanji or whatever. And let's go back to the, I totally abandoned the conversation about conspiracy theories. Carlos says the aliens are somehow involved in our society. Works. Okay, that's the good ones. Carson also says aliens and government killed JFK. So 2 aliens. We've got a lot of aliens. Stray says Hitler lived. Documents were actually revealed showing he did go to Argentina. Roxy says inside job 9/11. Julian says all humidity is a very important factor in the human body. If you do not have enough water, you will lose your health. If you require a minimum of 2 liters of water per day, you can expect to have toxic emissions and cell activations. Will not we all drink? Yeah. Huh. Korean, thank you, Yorm. Oh! That's what you were doing, thank you. Weird. Why? That is so bizarre. Ben S. asked, do I gain weight from edibles? You're fucking right I do. Holy shit. In the past, I have been going hard on edibles for wheat stuff in preparation for this tolerance break for the past 3 months. Just crazy hard. And I've gained 25 pounds in 3 months. Seriously, it's true. I fucking gained 25 pounds in 3 months. And that's another kind of reason I'm like, okay. Now, they do encourage you to eat more in addition to the edibles themselves. So that's sort of like a, self-reinforcing thing going on. It sounds like it's ending right now. Oh, it's not keeping the song queue up, so you're going to have to, I think it finished already, because I think the sound, or is it, no, you did add this, okay, this one's only 1:41 long, it's great. Now I totally forgot what we were talking about. Oh yes, gaining weight on edibles, gained a lot of weight on edibles, an embarrassing amount of weight. Hopefully I'll be able to shave it off pretty quickly, but we'll see. Conspiracy theories. Okay, so who actually believes in aliens? Were the alien comments facetious or were they true? Just whatever, man. Just let me know. I mean, okay. Let me go back to Carson here for a second. Carson asked, new laws? Yes, Carson, there are new edible laws. Hold on. You might have to watch the video. Carson, check this out. This explains the new edible laws that are taking effect in like July 1st, I think. Woo! Wow, that is next. Oh, you're blowing my mind, Julian. You're blowing my mind. You're making my brain hurt. You and your cleverness. Aliens. So, back to aliens for a second. Let's talk aliens. So we had 2 aliens conspiracy theory comments. Do I believe in aliens? You're fucking right, I do. I mean, it's literally impossible for aliens not to exist. If you believe, I mean, it depends what you mean by aliens. It depends what you mean by aliens. I mean, do I believe life exists other places than Earth? I am utterly certain of it. Yes, 100%. There's no doubt in my mind life exists in places other than Earth. It's just a necessity of statistical mechanics. Just whatever events that promulgated life on Earth is gonna happen somewhere else in an not infinite universe, but for all intents and purposes, infinite and expanding universe. So yeah, life definitely exists. Now, has life ever visited Earth? Doubtful. Very doubtful. But yes, Stray. You think the Bush clan did that, as in George Bush Senior? No caller ID calling me. I don't like that. And Stray has it exactly right, which is, he said, it's easier to believe in simple life, but complex life like humans is an entire other thought. Yes, that is very true. Just because simple life exists does not mean anything like intelligence like ours exists out there. It's likely that there is other intelligent life out there. It's, in fact, very, 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 very likely, but it's not guaranteed. If there were... Okay, so do you guys know what the Fermi paradox is, and what the Fermi paradox suggests, along with the Great Filter? So let's talk about... Oh, yes, maybe it is the old Federal Bureau of Investigation. Just coming to get me, coming and putting a hit on me. That's okay, if they want to, that's fine, I don't blame them. If the FBI wants to put me down, I would take it as an honor that I've done something worthy in my life that even the FBI would notice. So the Great Filter, basically, and the Fermi paradox ask, where is all the life out there? So if there is other intelligent life, presuming there is, why have we not seen it? So the reason is the Great Filter, and what the Great Filter implies. There's some scary things. There's some scary things that implies. I'm mostly rambling now. I need to change the topic because I can get way too in the weeds here. But very quickly, why have we not seen aliens? Well, there's something, a theory called the Great Filter, which suggests that either we're the very first group, or one among the very first intelligent species to arise anywhere in the universe, and we'll be the first to spread out, which seems very unlikely. The other one is that there are other theories are that intelligence naturally destroys itself. That given enough time, any hyper-intelligent race will eventually lead to its own destruction. Also suggests that there is no ability for interstellar travel. Such things are just not possible. There is no way to visit other systems. Maybe every species is contained to basically their own solar system. That's perhaps true. And then there are more horrifying ones, like there's something out there preventing civilizations from forming from super galactic, expansion. That there are unfriendly players out there. Hey, thanks for the cheer, Tony. Oh, Dr. Blub, welcome. Hello, everybody. And which side of the filter do I think we are on? I think we are very likely on the I'm sorry about, I don't know the exact, I can't remember. We're in the category that I think that it's just not possible. Truly trans-solar civilizations just aren't possible. That they tend to destroy themselves before they could, get to that point. Unfortunately, I believe that. Well, actually, I believe I'm a Boltzmann brain anyways, that I'm in just a random collection of ions floating into space that popped into existence with all my memories and then will fluctuate back out of existence in, you know, a nanosecond or whatever. That's what I really believe, but... Danny says, 500 milligrams, I'm fine. I'm okay for now. Yeah, I'm doing fine. And Danny also has Kaneko been hitting me as much as before, or is it just me? It's still doing, yeah, Kaneko's still doing well for me. If you ever get to the point where your trusted edibles aren't hitting you as well as you need, might be time for that tolerance break. Tolerance breaks, Danny, do wonders. I mean, they are really, like, even a 3-day tolerance break can do a lot for you, seriously. If you haven't done one in a while, give it a chance. Oh, you can have beer again? How did you get on beer privileges, Tony? Carson says, I think in our lifetime we will find life on another planet of some sort. Maybe not intelligent, but plant life or bacteria will be brought back. I hope that is true. I think we will probably find evidence of life sometime soon-ish. Some kind of evidence, not necessarily like, even bacteria, but some kind of signs that life had existed on some planet. Oh, Roxy R. Wormwood is so good! It's so good. So good. Oh man, whoever this has just left me a 2-minute and 19-second voicemail. But not being possible for us doesn't tell you anything but no. Yes, that's true. Accidentally it can cause Resident Evil. That is very true, Stray. That is very, very true. We are so early. That's one of the cool things about we are in the very, very, very and one hopeful sign for being on the other side of the great filter, in that we might actually have a chance of surviving, is in terms of the lifespan of the universe, we're here at the very fucking beginning. As close to the beginning, I mean, we're relatively speaking, we haven't even gone into the first day of the, we haven't even passed the first day of the galactic universe calendar lifespan. So yeah, it's awesome. That's awesome. I mean, so that's one sign that maybe it's so early that, we've popped up so early that we do have a chance. So I can testify that tolerance break works wonders as well. Thank you, Carlos. They certainly absolutely do. And have I ever had a bad trip from an edible? Asks Brandon. And the answer is only one time, and that was the first time I made firecrackers. I wouldn't call it a bad trip as too much as more so as like an overwhelming trip. Like, I wasn't expecting it. It came over to me as it was a tidal wave of just like, fuck, this is crazy. But I fell asleep really quickly, and then when I woke up, I was totally fine. But that was the only time where I would say I was uncomfortable from being too high. Can I try some black pepper on an edible? Why do you ask that, Ben S? I'm not sure I understand. Hello, Harmony. How are you doing, Harmony? Welcome to the chat. And Danny asks, are MILF and Cookies any good? MILF and Cookies is a very up and down brand. They have some products that I like quite a bit, and they have some that are really bad. Their Fruitylicious bars are pretty good, and their Slutty Brownies are pretty good. But the thing you need to know about MILF and Cookies just overall is that they are inconsistent. They are very inconsistent. One Slutty Brownie can get you up to a 9, and the next one will get you to a 6. But the Fruitylicious bar and the Slutty Brownie are my two favorite products from theirs. But again, they're not 100% reliable or consistent from batch to batch. Storch Labs, I've never tried any from them, Danny. Ben S, I have never heard that before. I will do some research. Harmony asks, do I use cannabis for any medical reasons, or do you see it helping you anyways? And Roxy loves MILF and Cookies. I'm glad. MILF and Cookies is good because they're affordable. But to answer your question, Harmony, I do use weed for some medical reasons, to help with trauma, kind of, I guess. It's not something that I get into too much, but it helps me sleep at night. It helps me keep nightmares away. I have problems with bad dreams often, and it keeps the nightmares at bay, and it helps with just sort of reliving some things that I don't like reliving. And Abraham, welcome Abraham. Hey dude, I'm going to Las Vegas in a few weeks. Do you have any ideas if they have the same products that you have reviewed? I'm almost certain that they have Kurova out there, Abraham. And if you see Kurova, grab any Kurova product you see and you'll be totally fine. I'm almost 100% certain they're there. Let me just Google that for you real quick. I think Kurova's everywhere. Okay, well, yes, they do. They do. Yep, they've got it in Las Vegas. Brandon asks, oh, sorry, and yes, Tony, it is really called Milfin Cookies. It is really called that, believe it or not. Harmony says it helps with her chronic pain, anxiety, depression, and flashbacks. I totally hear you, Harmony. It's a wonderful substance for those kind of things, especially with those flashbacks. I know exactly what you're talking about. And it's helped a lot. It's helped a lot. Brandon says, any edibles you recommend for daytime use? I'm not too much of like an indica sativa. I can tell a little bit. For me, weed is largely weed, and I don't really have a difference between a daytime and a nighttime usage. That being said, I would recommend, I might try the Cushy Punch, their sativa ones. They don't hit me as hard as their indica ones, and they do have sort of a more uplifting pep to them. So maybe give those a try, but for me, mostly weed is weed. But I've heard more people say, a lot of people have told me that they really like the Cushy Punch sativa as a daytime high. So I would give that a try. I don't own it yet, Tony, but I'll pick it up next time it's on a Steam sale. It's super cheap pretty often. Holy crap. Oh, Roxy, yes, that's actually a brand. Milf and Cookies is actually a brand. I thought you weren't being facetious because they are in California. And Danny, yes, Kurova price has skyrocketed here as well. It's because of these new edible law changes that are taking effect, and I think they're just taking advantage of that and raising the prices anyways. It sucks, but what can you do? Who owns... I don't know who owns it, Tony. Anybody in chat own Euro Truck Simulator 2? Anybody out there own Euro Truck Simulator 2? Ooh, let me check it out, Tony. Let me see if I can't find it. Okay, I gotta pick a new song. This is a little. I need some The National, I think. This song's a little kind of ragey for me. I guess I don't like music as much that Oh, Tony, I didn't mean to offend. Who is this? Is this you? Is this your mix? Oh my god, I am so sorry if this is your mix. It's not bad. It's totally not bad, Tony. It's just it's not going well with my high right now. It's a little too intense for my pathetic little high. Billy Talent. Okay. Oh, that's right. Yours played at the very beginning. That was awesome, too. Is it gonna work? Is it gonna work, man? Yes. Oh man, I am definitely getting higher now. I am closing in on an 8 at this point. This is a pretty good brownie. Wow. I'm really quite liking the Venice Cookie Company. They hit pretty hard. All their products have done well for me, I would say. I'm liking them. Abraham Hacks, how long of a tolerance break am I taking? And the answer is a lengthy one. It's probably...
Abraham Hacks.
Oh, crap. Sorry, guys. I am in California, real quick. Roxy. Yes, 2 months. Perhaps it's not a 100% tolerance break. I am going to be doing edibles when I go see movies, and I see movies all the time. I love movies. Love going to movies. Going to the movies is one of my favorite things. Going to the movies high, which is the only way I go to movies anymore, is just, it's just so wonderful. It's just so wonderful. If you guys have never been to a movie theater and seen a great movie on an edible, it's one of life's most wonderful experiences. I absolutely love it. It's just such a pleasant, I can't explain it. I just feel, it's my personal happy place, the movie theater on an edible. I love it. I love it. And Danny's trying to get to an 8. Nice. What are you at right now, Danny? I'm hoping you can hit that 8 or higher. There's no reason to aim that low when you can aim for like a 9, the magical mythical 9. All right, let's take another bite. Stray, who is rapidly becoming one of my favorite people, asking another insightful, really great question. The answer is, so real quick, I totally agree with you, 100% agree with you, if I'm watching movies at home. I tend to not watch movies while I'm at home anymore. I tend to see them all in the theater. I don't, when I'm high, I don't really have the attention span or the, I have a hard time following the plot. However, the movie theater experience, the overwhelming nature of it, the sights, the screen, the sounds, the chair, the whole experience sort of locks you into that focus, or it does for me. And it's totally conditioned me to be completely focused on that movie, to be focused on that experience, and to be just utterly overwhelmed, or not, to be entirely, what's the good word for it? I could think of a better one if I wasn't high. To be so utterly focused on that experience, to be totally enveloped by it, that I have no problems concentrating and keeping up with the plot. Or if I do, I am sure I'm not as 100% good as if I was seeing it sober, but I still enjoy the experience enough that it makes it wonderful. But I find I don't really have problems with it, even when I'm in crazy high and I'm at a theater, because I've been conditioned to it, and the theater experience helps so much. Danny says, I've been getting Kaneko edibles, the 100, 500s. Wow, that's really sad, Danny. I'm sorry, man. Yeah, I mean, Kurova is wonderful. I wonder why Kaneko hasn't been doing so well for you, but I miss Kurova too. I miss Kurova so much. I'm gonna miss this new world of edibles. I'm gonna miss just being able to buy I used to have this dispensary where I could buy for $7 a 150 milligram Kurova. I would buy 10 at a time. And I'm gonna miss that. I'm gonna miss being able to buy a $7 150 milligram Kurova, for sure. Danny says, you're making me want to pick up an edible now and get stoned with you. Of course, man. Of course, Harmony. Yeah, even in massive quantities, THC is utterly fine. It's a harmless substance. Unless you're afraid of people napping or eating too much, which perhaps you are. But we're at full employment in this country, so it's not like even with legal cannabis, people are electing to stay home and not work. Ah. My favorite. Okay. No! I'm sorry, Roxy, that's such a bummer. Oh no! Oh man. Three for 20. Now that is a steal, Danny. Wow. And Roxy loves the movies high, but ruined by a broken projector. Damn, that sucks. Who's going to see, thank you, Tony. It shows up as... Oh, I see. Okay, I see. Anybody seen The Avengers this week? Let's see, what movies have I seen recently? I'm seeing The Avengers opening night. I'm excited. I don't care. I know I'm 31 years old, and I know there have been a million of these stupid comic book movies, but I'm still super excited. I'm still crazy excited, actually. I love them. I love them. It's weird. My tastes otherwise aren't so, I don't know, mainstream, I guess. What have I seen recently? Isle of Dogs, which I loved. My favorite movie I've seen in probably 2 years, The Death of Stalin, which if you haven't seen, oh my god, The Death of Stalin. Holy shit. If you like Veep, it's by the guy who does Veep, Armando Iannucci, I think, something like that. I can't remember how to pronounce his name. The Death of Stalin is fucking hysterical and crazy. I loved every second of it. I can't wait for it to come out on video and rewatch it. Love that movie. Saw that one in theaters. What else? I see everything. So Roxy is seeing it. Tony is not. Danny says, oh, you're very welcome, Danny. That's so kind of you to say, man. I'm super, I really appreciate that. Thank you. And, I already have tickets too, for opening night, Roxy. When are you going? Are you going, on opening night? I'm going, like 10 p.m. or something like that, I think. And Harmony says there's another Avengers. Oh, don't worry, Harmony. There's gonna be another Avengers every year for the next, until they stop making $1 billion. I mean, Disney's never gonna stop making those Avengers movies. Never, ever, ever, ever. And they're never going to stop making those Marvel movies or those Star Wars movies because they can make one for $300 million and get $1 billion back. And anybody who can make that investment is going to do it over and over and over and over and over and over again. Harmony says, Harmony's uncle sells Farmer Dave's medical almonds. Oh, super great for daytime use. That sounds kind of cool. I need to, I'll have to check those out. Do you know what dispensaries they're sold in, Harmony? Is he in Northern California or is he in Southern California? Tony wants to cannonball run in, Euro Truck Simulator 2. I've done that ride 3 times, Tony. That drive 3 times. And a total of, I did it the very first time, no stops. And the second time, I did it with a 6-hour stop. And the third time, I did it in 1 stop. So I've done it with a total, I've done that drive, East Coast to West Coast, 3 times and stopped a total of once. I never do that. It's so dumb. It was so dumb. Oh, I will never do it again. I did all of those very recently when I was moving across the country. So I mean, that was 3 times doing like over 24 hours of driving in a row. Crazy. A random question. Do you think ayahuasca shows some weird entities, or can it be taken as a chill drug? I wanted to try ayahuasca, but the entities part creeps me out, so I don't dare. Dr. Blub, good question. I think, Dr. Blub, I think ayahuasca does not show, let me pause this music for a second. It's getting me a little confused. Hearing all that words in my heads. So ayahuasca. Oh man, I realized I was talking very loudly too, because I was hearing that music so loudly, and I was just speaking very loudly. So I'm gonna speak quieter now. I don't think ayahuasca shows you any entities. I think it's possible that you can, see. Ayahuasca is one of the greatest drugs for having spiritual experiences, from what I understand, having like true, like religious-like spiritual experiences. But I don't think there are any actual physical entities. I think if you know what you're doing ahead of time and you're with people you trust and love, ayahuasca is probably going to be a pretty good experience. I totally recommend on Mindfield, on YouTube, on YouTube Red, there's a great series called Mindfield from the guy with Vsauce, which is another great, if you've never seen Vsauce, it's an excellent YouTube channel, brilliant science communicator by the name of Michael Stevens. He has a YouTube Red show called Mindfield. In season 2 of that, he does ayahuasca with a neurosurgeon present, not a neurosurgeon, a neuroscientist of some kind, who basically gives him like a CAT scan while he's on ayahuasca just to measure his brain. It's fascinating. Give it a shot. I know that's a lot. I just gave the homework I just gave you, but it's really worth it. So wait, Harmony lives near Venice Beach. Okay. I'm about 40 minutes away from Venice Beach. I was there like 3 weeks ago. Okay, I'll look it up, Harmony. If you live in LA area, I sell $5 grams. Ooh. Okay, George. Yeah, I'll do that. Oh, that's it? Oh, Tony, it's only an hour. Okay. Green Goddess Collective. Gotcha. Oh, Roxy, I am now very, 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 I am very high. I am insanely lit. That's why I'm rambling. That's why I'm talking like this. Vsauce, says Tony. Vsauce. Tony knows all about the Vsauce. Vsauce is excellent. He makes me totally jealous. As somebody who once aspired to be a science communicator, there is a man who can communicate some science. Search Mindfield, but unfortunately, Dr. Blubbarn, Dr. Blue, Dr. Blub, Dr. B. Unfortunately, Dr. B, it's YouTube Red, so you have to have YouTube Red to see it. But you can just search Mindfield to find it. It's really, really fascinating. Okay. That's not too bad. Wait, but that's a huge... Well, thanks, Dr. Blue. Dr. B. Sorry, Dr. B. I like Dr. B the best. So yes, I do look it because I feel it. And Danny asked, any chance of an Instagram coming soon? That's a good question. Maybe it'll be a project to work on while I do have, I think I have the name Wheats. I think I have an Instagram account. I just haven't really put anything on it. But I think I've got the name. You can go ahead and follow it. It might be a project to work on while I'm on my tolerance break. I don't know exactly what kind of content would go on it, but you're not the first person to ask me about that. Here's something fascinating that I find. In New York City, from what I understand, a lot of edibles and pot are sold through Instagram, through hashtags on Instagram. Like you post a specific hashtag, and that alerts like dealers or whatever that you're looking for whatever, and then they'll message you on Instagram. I thought that was so cool. Very innovative. Wow. This is... Oh, Tony, what about your city? People order... How do people get weed in your city? That's really high. They are very flagrant about it. They don't give a shit. They'll just do whatever. You know what I need to do? Here's how stupid I am. I keep looking this way because chat is this way. And my camera is this way. Why don't I just drag the chat window this way? So that way I don't have to keep... I would never talk trash. Your city's the greatest city on earth. I mean, I don't even live in New York City, and I recognize that fact. You live in, the most enviable place on planet Earth, arguably. Although I've heard really good things about Amsterdam and Hong Kong. Well, thanks, Tony. Woo! I love my city, though, which is a weird thing for me to say because I've never had pride in where I've lived before. I'm from East Tennessee. I grew up in Knoxville. Well, I grew up in a suburb of Knoxville called Maryville, Tennessee, or if more accurately, if you're from there, Merville, Tennessee. I hated it. Oh, but what am I talking about? I don't mean to be boring you guys with history of myself. But I live in Long Beach now, and I effing love it. And there was just a New York Times article, I should see if I can find it and share it, about how my beloved Long Beach is growing up and has shedding its... Post a... Tony, I'm way too high to find that. You're going to have to just... You're just going to have to post the link directly, and I'll click on the link. With the K, dog. With the K, Tony. A silent K. Oh, here it is. There are a lot of pretty images. This is where I live, guys. It's wonderful. What age did I move here? I moved here at the age of 29. So just over 2 years ago. I've been here for a little over 2 years. Okay, where did I leave my chat? Where did I leave my chat? There it is. There's my precious chat. Whew. So, oh, thank you, Tony. Oh, Tony, that reminds me, my, I am still yelling. Oh, Tony. My Twitch is acting up. I can't, it loads nothing. It doesn't load any feed. It doesn't load anything from anybody's feed. And apparently that's been happening to a lot of people recently. A lot of people's Twitches are having some kind of problem. So I'm going to leave it up, and as soon as it loads in, if it does, I'll check it out, but I can't see it right now because it won't load, which really kind of sucks. So, let's see what I miss. Oh, Dr. B asks, is my dog related to Judas's dog? No, my dog, this one, the one that you saw earlier, and you hear it bothering me again. He's a border collie. Judas is an Australian Shepherd. They are often confused. They look a lot alike, and they can even have the same kind of colorations. He's a classically colored border collie, the black and the white, but they can be tricolored just like Judas. Australian Shepherds are stockier. Border Collies are a little bit sleeker. And Border Collies are dumb. No. No, he's a good boy. All right, down boy. George, that's a pretty accurate description of Tennessee. Well, there's a lot of bad stuff about Tennessee, but I don't need to get into it. I don't need to shit talk Tennessee too badly, I guess. So Danny says, I see you're always saying you get discounts at shops. Any tips besides first-time patient deals? Danny, just go to Weed Maps and just hit like the About tab for dispensaries, and almost every dispensary has like a day where they have, you know, some kind of edibles deal. Like that's what I always look for because I'm buying bulk edibles. I'm buying a shit ton of edibles, so I'm always looking for the best deals. So I'm always like searching which dispensaries have, you know, like not even necessarily the first-time patient deals, but some will have like buy one edible, get one half off of a certain brand, which is why I often reviews. You'll see sometimes I'll like batch review a bunch of the same things. I mean, I try to space them out, but because I buy a bunch in bulk or whatever. Yeah, always check the About tabs of any dispensaries around you and just see what kind of daily deals they have for edibles. Some can be outrageous, and some edibles or some dispensaries have crazy prices on specific edibles while everything else, other prices are terrible. I've seen like places just like misprice, like arbitrarily. For example, I knew one place that sold Flourish for like 50% less than they sold than any other place that sold Flourish, but everything else there was 20% more expensive. So you might just only find one good product at a dispensary, and you can pick that up from that place. So if you're in a dispensary-rich area, it's a good strategy. It's just like look for a brand that is cheap at a store as opposed to like one store that carries all the brands. Ryan, welcome Ryan, checking in from the ATL, the Hot Atlanta. People must get a lot of bad stuff happens on the East Coast for people with weed. Tony says, what's odd? I totally forgot. George, no idea, actually. Don't keep up with the Cannabis Cup. I hope somebody deserving wins it. But I hope, if Defonse, the chocolate company, is in the running, I hope they win it. Marlene asks what I do for a living. Judas's dog, Jesus. So yes, Marlene asked what I do for a living, and I do freelance science writing. I write about, oh Jesus Christ, I am so fucking high. My dogs are going bananas now too. They're going so bananas, and I don't know, because this is later than my wife is actually out right now with a company dinner, and I haven't even answered what I do. I do freelance science writing, like academic stuff or writing that involves highly scientific content for people. So that's what it does. Oh boy! Oh my God! There's so much chat going on. Nice dog, dude. Thank you, George. That's Squid. He's a good guy. Thank you, Marlene. I love that. That's very kind of you to say. And I've never tried the OC Farm Concentrates Harmony. Knox Tony says, tall boy. And George says, do you ever get him stoned? Long story, I'll tell you in a minute. George says, I have a pit bull and I straight hit the blunt and throw smoke. I hope he enjoys it. Some dogs do. Thank you, Roxy. I hope you have a wonderful evening too. If you are still here, goodbye. Wow. That is sad. Poor Brooklyn. Munchie Mondays. Yes, Danny, you're totally right. Yes, George, you're absolutely right. I absolutely agree. And thank you, Danny. Yes, I take advantage of that all the time. If you're, again, it only really works if you're in a dispensary-rich area. If you get a lot of dispensaries around, you can just find a specific brand that is good and cheap. And Weed Maps, this is the only time Weed Maps is your friend. The only time Weed Maps is your friend is when hunting for weed deals. It is never your friend when you want to know if something is good or not. Weed Maps sucks. Well, you know what it sucks for that. Holy shit, Tony, that's crazy. Oh, so George asked if I ever got him stoned, and the answer is, unfortunately, once. Yes, I have actually gotten all 3 of my dogs stoned at one time. They have all been stoned once, and all 3 times were accidental, believe it or not. The worst one was my Great Dane, actually, who had roughly 250 milligrams of THC, and she was high for about 60 hours, like crazy high. I felt so bad. I still feel bad. She just she wasn't in pain or anything. She was totally couch locked for 3 days and even more drooly than normal. So yes, I've gotten them all high at least once. It was great with Squid. It was he's a border collie, and it calmed his ass down. It made him nice and chill. It was the rare time where he was pretty relaxed. Dr. B asked, what are the names of my dogs? What a great question. Oh, question of the night. Because who doesn't like talking about their dogs? The name of my dogs are Newt. She is a border collie mix. Then there is Frog. She is a Great Dane. And then there is Squid, who you met, who is a border collie. Wow. Yeah, so I've definitely gotten all my dogs high. Frog, the Great Dane, was the one I got most high. And she peed on herself once. Every other time she was high enough. She wasn't so high we couldn't take her down like the stairs or whatever, but she did totally. She was just like, I'm just gonna pee now. Well, I'm glad, Roxy. Kenny B says you only need a big dick in your ass. Oh, shit, son. Oh, shit, that's a good one. I don't know what it means, but it got me. It made me laugh, son. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. And 60 hours, not good. Danny, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate the kind words, dude. It's been a pleasure hanging out with you tonight. Sincerely, really has been. Thanks, my man. Man, I am... Wow. I thought my last Canico Brownie was 1,000 milligram. My last black bar was a little off in potency. And it was. It definitely was. I have eaten half of this one, and I feel more high than I was when I signed off the last time doing my 1,000 milligram review. This is... Holy shit, Tony. What? Wait. You went to go see, so you just left to go see what was happening, and there was a shootout? Or a borderline shootout? That's crazy, man. But makes for riveting storytelling. Hey, Keg, welcome. Oh, and thank you for the follow, Canny B. And just like you said, I only need a big dick in my ass, and I appreciate the follow, man. That's if I just had that. I don't know where I was going with that big dick thing, but I appreciate the comment. Harmony's about to say I'm about to smoke with my edible, meaning like you're about to smoke while I'm eating my edible. Why? Yes, it is, Tony, and it looks weird with the green screen. Which I don't know why I have. Ooh. Ooh, man. Yeah, I am getting to an astronomical level. Um, where am I? I would rate myself, to be pedantic, 9 point, no, 8.936, maybe 7. John Wood says, my dog ate a cookie, 70-pound pit. He was super chink. Ooh. Poor doggy. Poor guy. How long was your dog high? Wait, Tony, are you going to finish your story? On a scale of 1 to 10, you'd say gay. I don't know what that means, but you shouldn't drink these. Nobody should. They're liquid poison, dude. They're not good for anyone. Ugh. I can't believe I'm drinking it. Ugh. Wow. Good boy. What a good boy, though. Dogs are such good creatures, man. Who doesn't love a good dog? Give them a good pat on the head, scratch behind the ears. Jesus, man. Good creatures. There was Keg asked, do I drink alcohol or do I stick to weed? I have not been drunk. And by drunk, I use drunk as a catch-all. I haven't been tipsy in 2 years, probably. I have a drink, a single drink, probably every 4 months, and then I realize, oh, drinking makes me sick. And then that simulator experience. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate the follow. So kind of you. Thank you. And then I get really sick from drinking very quickly, and stop doing it for a long time. So I don't drink. No, I don't drink. I haven't been, really intoxicated, and I've never been like blackout drunk in my life. I've never been super drunk ever. But I haven't been like what you would call like drunk, what people would call traditionally drunk, in a long time. I don't know, 5 years, something more than that, maybe. I'm not a big drinker. I never was. Even before I started smoking weed, I wasn't really a big drinker. No, it just keeps me awake for the stream. That's what it does, Dr. B. Otherwise, I would be getting pretty sleepy right about now. Or I would be going to go watch AMC's The Terror, which is really great. Guys, I'm so happy that The Terror is great. I read The Terror. Hey, buddy, chill. Sorry, my dog is driving me crazy right now. He wants some frizz so bad. He wants to just some attention. He's a good boy, but he just... some people's border collies are just manic for, movement, or manic for, the ball, or manic for any kind of thing. This dog is the most affectionate, or needs the most affection of any creature I've ever met on the planet. All of his intelligence and neuroticism, and which, if you know anything about border collies, as you know, is an immense amount of both, is focused on getting as much attention from me as physically possible. Probably because he's poorly trained. No, he knows his basics, and he gets a good 10 hours, I'd say, not 10 hours. He gets a good 7 hours of frisbee a week, so he gets a lot of exercise. He gets some intense beach frisbee. So Tony, you're a bit drunk. Oh no. I guess that's better than, well, I guess I would prefer you be a bit high than be a bit drunk. Where are you getting alcohol from? Who's giving you alcohol? Drinking is not good for anyone. It's bad, dude. It's wicked bad. You could do, Jesus. Oh, and then especially after yesterday, which, people had said, the science had been pointed for years that alcohol in moderation was actually mildly good for your health. And then yesterday came crashing down the new studies suggesting that nope, even in tiny amounts or even in extremely moderate amounts, which I guess is an oxymoron. Extremely moderate, right? That's an oxymoron, I think. Is still really bad for your health. So, weed. But, yes, Harmony, I totally agree. Oh. Play Pit? What's Pit? Or asterisk Pit? What is that, George? I might be able to help. Chill, buddy. Easy, easy. Go, go. Yeah, drinking is just a little. It's. Where you at, Keg? Where you, I mean, it depends on the area. I know a couple that I would recommend. Well, actually, no, I don't. Keg, unless you're specifically in Long Beach, because after January, everything has changed everywhere because taxes when it kicked into effect and prices have gone upside down and wackadoodle. I rub my eyes when I'm crazy high. Oh boy. So unless you're in Long Beach, yeah. So I don't know any other. Oh shit! I am getting crazy high. And George, that's really terrible. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope it hasn't affected your life too badly. I hope everybody was safe. I hope everybody in all scenarios was safe. And I hope it doesn't. Oh man. Oh, good. Okay. Whew. Well, I'm glad your charges were dropped, man. That's great. Oh, I'm fine, Tony. Oh. Well, then they have a huge leg up on their on their competition, if that's true. A huge, massive, massive, massive leg up on their competition, if that is true. And Dr. B asks, is there a thing as being too high, by the way? Sure, absolutely there's such a thing as being too high. There is definitely 100% absolutely a thing as being too high, which is me right now. Oh, speaking of being too high. Fuck. I might be ready for a break. Boy. Yeah, I might be ready to. I might be ready to take a break. Watch. Do. Okay, guys, I'm gonna take a break. I probably won't be back. It's been a pleasure hanging out, as always. My dog knows that I am wrapping up because he's getting super excited. Super excited. And so I'm really excited because he's excited. Keg asks, he knows that I'm not a big cartridge guy, but what brands do I recommend real quick? I like heavy hitters, and I just released my review today. You have to buy a new battery for it, unfortunately, which sucks. You have to buy a brand new battery for it. But Steezy is excellent. It deserves its great reputation, I know a lot of people ask me to review it. A lot of people talk about Steezy. I finally picked it up and reviewed it. It is so good. Orchid. Orchid, heavy hitters, and Steezy. But Steezy, you have to buy another battery for. Those are my recommendations. That was a pretty lucid answer. Maybe I can stick around for a little bit longer. Maybe I can get back into this. Just maybe I can get a second wind here. But I think I'm gonna take a break. The second wind was it was a fake. It wasn't real. It was all a dream. All right, guys, it has been a pleasure. I'm gonna be back streaming tomorrow on the Who Varded side on Twitch and on YouTube. So if you're on YouTube and you want to watch me not be high but hang out still, I'll be there tomorrow. But otherwise, I won't be here Thursday because I'm gonna be seeing the Avengers. Or I might be because I'm seeing like a 10 o'clock showing, so I might be. But anyways, guys, it's been super real hanging out. Have a good night. This is what they do on Community, which is one of my favorite shows ever. Goodbye.